Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. It's 10 o'clock on the dot. Lily is already ready under the table. Okay, here she is. Say hi, Lily. We're going to use the Tarot Grand Luxe today. We're just going to take a nice, easy, free-flowing read. I don't even know if that made sense, but are we looking at making any sense today? Well, I don't know. Let's have a look and see what the cards want to say. Four cards. Well, we have the devil peering in here through a window whilst the feminine's sleeping. That does look like, I believe that's what the devil looks like in this deck. The Nine of Swords, sleepless nights, nightmares. The Page of Swords. Okay, so here is this, I said the devil's kind of looking in through this window to this feminine, and then we have the Page of Swords, which is the surveillance card. So we have a masculine here who is doing his surveillance. Energetically, I feel this is. Here's that bird. Oh, he's got a couple of birds here. He's got a little budgie here. Okay. Sending messages to the feminine. I'm not sure why the feminine is viewing this as being the devil. Let's have a look and see if I can pick up anything on her face. I don't know, she doesn't look scared. She looks more as if in disbelief. I wanted to sing. I don't know, the candles took me to the Phantom of the Opera is there inside my mind. That's one show that I've never seen, the Phantom of the Opera. So I wouldn't be able to tell you what it was about, but maybe that's going on the bucket list. The Phantom of the Opera wasn't one that really... I think it's one to watch though. One to watch, look. We have the masculine here. Okay, he's got a mask on. And he's looking into this coin. So let's have a look at all three of these cards first. He's most definitely being enlightened. Look how the colour changes here. He's got his little messengers. There's the gateway. I feel like the ladders here. Okay, we had step by step yesterday. He's on a tightrope here. You have the ladders, which just reminded me of this gateway. Okay. Feels very much like, I wanted to say testing the waters, but there's no real water here. He's walking on a tightrope, a thin line. So we have a thin line here. Okay. Let's put another row. Now I would call this a budgery guard. A budgery guard. Very homely birds, I believe, if I've got my species right. A budgery guard. Very homely. Who's this little one here chirping on his shoulder? So it's definitely doing some kind of surveillance work here. I want to say on the Divine Feminine, this is the Divine Masculine somehow. Can I say it like leeching in? Crossing a thin line here. the Tower. Now, I feel that this Tower is quite a nice home. And I feel like the Divine Feminine is in her Tower and something's come to really rattle her foundations. Look how the gates at the bottom here are kind of open. I feel this is where maybe she is sleeping at the top here, which has had this kind of Tower moment. And all the walls come tumbling down. I don't know why I'm saying that. Could happen quite quickly. This is a a face-on attack. Face to face. This is about coming face to face. It's like coming face to face with the man in the mask. With the Eight of Wands here, I feel like there is enlightenment. Something's happening very quickly. It's heading straight towards you, the Divine Feminine. She has quite a fancy bird there. That's a bird of prey there. All dressed up, wearing its own mask. Can this bird see where it's going if it's set free? So the Divine Feminine here, okay, the Divine Masculine has been sending out birds. I want to say that she has been receiving the messages. Them coins are over her ears. They look like earmuffs. Unless the Divine Feminine hasn't been acknowledging the messages that are coming through birds. She's kind of been blocking it out. The bird here is in disguise. And I'm not sure that he can really see. So I feel that this bird here isn't a very good bird at home, because we've got the budgeriguard here, okay, who is a very homely, chirpy, like to be covered up at night, okay, and you show them the light of day. Something to do with the budgie. And I'm not great with my birds. Divine Feminine, something's going to be hitting you right in the face. So I feel here is as if it's not just the Divine Masculine that's wearing the mask. The Divine Feminine might look like she's not wearing a mask here, but I felt like there was a bit of a jester energy to her, a bit of a fool. And it's like, okay, you think that you can see clearly, but your bird here, you've kind of fancied it up a bit too much that he's not really being observant about what's coming in, and you seem to have coins here covering your ears. The Hermit. And I feel here as if the Divine Masculine has been using lots of tactics to try and get a message to the Divine Feminine. I feel here as if maybe his only option now is to travel to her. It's very interesting reading. I want to get one more row. The High Priestess. the Seven of Cups. The Knight of Swords and the Four of Coins. Looks like, yeah, that could be on the Divine Masculine's mind. Here I feel as if the Divine Feminine is very much within her own element, so within spirituality. But I believe that she's kind of too much within the 5D, so that she's missing things, I can't speak properly. She's missing things that are maybe showing themselves in the 3D. She could be focusing so much on the owls there with the wisdom. She could be focusing so much on her manifesting, her dreams and visualizations, that she has her eyes closed. She's not actually seeing what signs are being sent in the physical. And then I feel like there's this frustration now with the Divine Masculine. With the Knight of Swords, that's a knight that wants to come charging in, and then we've got Chris Columbus here, who I always feel, I don't know, he's gone off on his travels. Okay, so he's kind of running out of options, out of plans, and I believe it could be travel now. Okay, there's the story for the day. Knight of Cups. He wants to come in, deliver this love, an apology. Fish. Maybe he's going to try the option of fish. What's going on with the hair here? Okay. We've got fish now. Want to go to the Little Mermaid. Under the sea. Under the sea. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Okay. Sebastian. He's like the guard, isn't he? He's the protector. Okay, so he's trying to protect Ariel. It's like this budgie here. Let's go through this. We're going to clarify. What we're going to clarify with, I think I want to clarify with the Everyday Tarot. Got the devil on the bottom here. Okay. So we started off the reading with the Nine of Swords, sleepless nights, nightmares. I felt it was the Divine Masculine. I felt it was a devilish energy. It kind of brought in the Phantom of the Opera. And we've got the masculine here kind of leering in through a window, spying, I want to say, on the Divine Feminine. So I want to say dream state. It's definitely about sleep being interrupted. This is the Divine Masculine here. His resurrection. This is part of the process of his resurrection. So he is trying to get these messages through. He's trying to resurrect, just not sure which way to go about it. You have a look here, the resurrection sword is pointing down. This is the immature energy with the page. He is a surveyor. He likes to know all the facts. And his sword's still pointing down, so the maturity here, he's still sending out and receiving messages back here. So let's see what card wants to clarify this. The Four of Swords, whilst the Divine Feminine's sleeping. While she's resting. Her sword's under her bed. So she's in this calm state. And I feel that the Divine Masculine's trying to find a way to get in. Let's wake her up, it feels. Okay. Now he's got 2 coins here. He's walking that fine rope, that fine line. He has his pentacle, I want to say his visions under his arm, and he's doing a bit of spying here with the 2 of coins. Could be a new skill that he's tapped into and he realises that he can do. He's got a mask on here. I picked up on the 2 ladders that look like the gateway. One step at a time. I feel like it's a bit of a game. Just with the 2 ladders, it's like who progresses up the next, up to the next step. I feel like it's a bit of a game about levelling up to see how far the Divine Feminine's progressed, how far he has to catch up. Just feel here it's just like kind of climbing the ladder. How fast is the Divine Feminine climbing the ladder? So it is the Divine Feminine's independence that is on the Divine Masculine's mind. Okay, let's get a card for this Two of Cups, Two of Coins. He's got the 2 of Cups on his mind. Just unconditional love. Just love. I can't even tuck it in. Okay. Songs are coming through. Elvis, you were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Okay. 2 of Wands. After the 2 of Coins. The gateway. So I feel that the Divine Masculine may have to face the Divine Feminine face on. All masks are to be lifted. I believe he's planning on travelling. This is the next step. He needs to travel. He needs to walk through that gate. It looks like he's heading straight to the Divine Feminine here. It's like he knows the way. She has a torch. I was going to say lit. Okay, I'm going to look into this one a bit more. Let me get another card. Because I feel as if she's going to meet him halfway. Because she's left wherever she's going, it's kind of dark outside. I want to go, baby, it's cold outside. Oh, that's a very devilish song with Tom Jones and Keris Matthews, I think it is. It's a great song. Baby, it's cold outside. I'll share the video to that on the Facebook page because I think that's going to come in with this reading. Okay. So I feel as if they need to meet halfway. I was going to get another one from here. For here. Masculine's coming in, look, flowers maybe. He's all grown up. Now he's left his home and he's coming to the palace, the castle. I want to say to visit the Divine Feminine. It's like the penny drops, or that coin drops here. He knows where he's going. It's like the Divine Feminine has lit the way. And here he is. Look how they're kind of opposites. Opposites attract. We've got the Tower. So I felt here this was the Divine Feminine's home. It's like her bedroom chamber is up here. And all of a sudden, the walls come tumbling down. The gates here are blown open. In comes the Divine Masculine with this cup. Could be a bit of a shock to the system. Old-fashioned, traditional. Look at his coat, it's very retro. I'm going to read the meaning to this because it tells you about how the arrows are slightly different to the ones in the Rider-Waite deck. The Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands represents putting ideas into action. This involves consolidated initiative, activity and effort. As compared to the lateral perspective in the Rider-Waite, I have used a more dramatic front view of the wands to indicate their flight and to emphasise the idea of motion. And then we have, oh no, we're going to clarify. I'm just looking at this piece of hair here that's kind of like, it's escaped. We've got an escapee. I think it's actually going to bother me. Okay. We've got an escapee. I'm not sure what the curls are doing at the back, but let's not worry about it. It's behind me. Let's look at this Eight of Wands. Justice. It's time to face this. I feel as if the Divine Feminine will be receiving her justice. The scales are balanced out. She has her sword of resurrection here. So she's been awoken. So I believe that these are some truths that are coming in for the Divine Feminine. That's going to hit her face on. The Divine Feminine in this, I don't want to say foolish, although what's coming through is, you foolish girl, did you not see the signs in the physical? A bit harsh. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're a bit blind. You're not noticing the number of synchronisations, the messages from the birds, the dogs barking out the front, when the cats appear, lyrics in songs. You really need to start picking up. You have an internal knowing, but it's still this refusal to believe what you already know. So for some reason, your little watchbird here can't keep an eye out for you. Unless the Divine Feminine has money on her mind now. And now the Divine Masculine's doing it for love. Let's have a look. This could be the Divine Feminine has blocked out the love now, and she's just focusing on her, manifesting her future dreams. There's definitely conflict here. Due to the past conflict and fighting, I want to say, with the divine masculine, or maybe just feeling as if you're fighting with life. I feel maybe the divine feminine has taken, I don't want to say you can take a selfish approach, but I feel that now we might be at this point when we're blocking love out. We're not allowing love in. So I feel as if the divine masculine, who normally would be focusing on pentacles and work and their future and not allowing love in, there's been a role reversal. And the divine masculine is very much wanting to allow this love in and out. And the divine feminine now has kind of become blocked off, focusing more on her future. And I want to say that's because being in the Nine of Pentacles energy, it's a very solitude. You have to do it. There's no one else to do it for you. So if you're going to do it, then you might as well just get cracking on with it. So this is here about maybe being too independent. I'm going to get another one with the conflict here. There's this not trusting others to be able to help. So the divine feminine doing, I want to actually say, a bit of a juggling act with all of her ideas. But I feel that this is very much about her just going forth within her projects, work, building her legacy. But I don't feel that this is working in the love department until the divine masculine shows up. But let's get another one for the divine feminine here. Until the divine masculine kind of comes to tapping at the door. I feel here maybe he's actually, he's focusing more on the love now. The pentacles are above his head. And I feel like he's kind of dropped tools. If you have a look at these two other figures here, that I feel they're kind of looking as if to say, what are you kind of producing, as in material-wise? And I feel that the masculine here is, no, I'm chipping away at something else. I'm not focusing on that anymore. I'm focusing on love. Do you feel like maybe, you know, if you were to listen in through a wall and maybe a bit of an instrument here that he can hear what's going on the other side of the wall. And it's like he's in Hermit, so he doesn't know this to be the truth. It feels very much as if we're like with the divine feminine. You think that you know, but until you actually talk about it face to face, you don't really know anything. You need it to be kind of clarified and confirmed. So now it's like the divine masculine's thinking, well, what do I have to do now then? Movement, delivering passion to this castle here. So the divine masculine, I believe, will come out of this hermitage. Look at him looking at the flame here. Well, I feel like he feels a bit deflated with the flame. It's kind of like giving up on love. Just when he's kind of regained he's leveled up in love. It's about getting the balance right. You can have both. Okay. The High Priestess. She might have her eyes closed here, that she's not even seeing the owl that's kind of flying around in front of her. She's just so connected to divine, guiding her. The Three of Cups, working with divine feminines as a community. Oh, okay. What was coming through was the divine feminine saying, who needs a man? It's like, ladies, we've got each other. We're in this together. So the divine feminine does have her community. We've got the Eight of Cups, and it's like they are all dreaming together. So there could be a big absence in the Divine Feminine's collective energy. I can hear in my mind someone saying, you told them to do that. And I'm like, yes, I did. Okay. It's like you told them to focus in other areas. And I'm not backing down on my decision on what I've guided you guys to do. It raises the vibration. Obviously. The Hermit again. I feel because we're touching on the dream state and the Divine Masculine taking a peek in, I want to say into the Divine Feminine's dreams, visualizations, seeing what she's up to, what her plans are. And he's still in Hermit here until we're on the Knight of Swords, that knight in shining armour. He's the fastest moving knight. Sometimes he doesn't think. He can just be charged up. Feels like someone's charged up here. Like a Duracell bunny. They're ready to go. He wears a blue cloak. The throat chakra. He's shouting out here. The High Priestess. Telling the truth to the High Priestess here. So it's definitely the energy of the masculine coming into the Divine Feminine here. She looks very much like the Justice card. Kind of. But with that hat. Okay. Made her lift her head. We put this down. Because she's actually got kind of her crystal ball, what to call it, her orb here. And it looks like she was working. And then something's made her turn her head. And that's the Divine Masculine coming in. TikTok reminds me of Return to Oz. And we have TikTok. He just needs winding up. He just stopped. His outfit here reminds me of... Okay. Let's have a look at Christopher Columbus here. Someone who's planning on exploring new realms, maybe. New lands. He's getting ready to travel. He's got some pentacles here. He's got one that's covering his heart. Now, he looks like he's been receiving messages from the Divine Feminine, because I believe in his hat is maybe the feathers of her bird. So I feel as if the Divine Masculine has seen through this. It's like that bird there was disguised. So I feel again, it's just playing the same game. The Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine have been playing the same game, just at different times. So I feel like the time had stopped for the Divine Masculine, but it's ticking now. Let's have a look at this Four of Coins. The Seven of Pentacles, but it looks like the Nine of Pentacles to me. The Divine Feminine in her garden, minus the birdie from the traditional Nine of Pentacles. This is the Divine Feminine at home looking after her lot. An escapee, look, a bird's escape, that looks like a bird cage to me. I know it's probably a rake, but a bird cage. The birdie's escaped. And it's like the divine masculine maybe has got the message, he's got the feather. And I believe that bird might be leading him all the way to the divine feminine, because he knows exactly where to locate her. What a reading. Divine masculine with the death card, Knight of Cups, bringing love to the divine feminine, a transformation. Let's get some oracle cards. Let's have a look and see where on the enchanted map. I'm going to get one for the divine masculines and one for the divine feminine, but it does very much look like the divine feminine is at home and it's the divine masculine who comes to her. I do love how these stories come out. You never know what to expect. Cleaning house. If we put a lot of divine feminines in panic now, maybe, and the walls come tumbling down. It's like, shit, the divine masculine's coming to visit. Wake up call, isn't it? Are you ready? Should be ready to be ready. Anyway, the bone collector, number 1. Oh, look, we've got the time here. Tick tock, tick tock. I'm just trying to see what the time is. 10 to 2. 1:50, 10 to 2, that is there if you have a look. Look at him. He's all happy. There's a bird missing from that cage as well, in the tree. What else can you see going on there? It's like he's in the middle of a little campfire or bonfire. Maybe it's been a bit of a trek. Looks like he's out in the desert. Is that a peacock feather he's got there? It's like a love heart here. Well, I thought it looked like a love heart. It doesn't. But you can, if I come in, you can see like it's a lock, like a locket. A locket. I've used that word in a long time. A locket. He's going to lock it in. Seal the deal. Let's have a look at the bone collector. Card number 1. You are whole and have everything you need within. When the bone collector appears, she is asking you to look closely at your circumstances to see if you're fully present or reacting out of past conditioning and unconscious expectations. So I feel this is a message for the divine feminine. When the bone collector appears, she is asking you to look closely at your circumstances to see if you're fully present or reacting out of past conditioning and unconscious expectations. Whenever we're wounded, especially when we're young, it's as if something essential is stolen from us. We adapt and accept a particular version of the truth that then sets us up to behave a certain way in the future when faced with a situation that reminds us of the original event. What we know about ourselves thus becomes influenced by a perception of limitation. There's something here about giving up on love for the divine feminines, just as the divine masculines are waking up. You may feel unworthy or without courage. You may see yourself as flawed or unlovable or expect to be criticised. No matter what your question, the bone collector reminds you that the truth is that you are a powerful being with limitless possibilities. She has kept safe what was stolen from you in the wounding and is here for you as you reclaim it now. You have everything you believe you lack, and the bone collector is your inner resource. Act as if you have what you need and you'll find you have it after all. Anything is possible. With awareness, the wounds of the past need not define you. So we are talking about being hurt. I picked that up with the being hurt by past behaviour. Focusing on the pentacles now, not so much on the love. And I believe because the Divine Feminine is very much focused on business now, I felt the fear come in that the Divine Masculine might come in and start to criticise and judge her future plans, her business plans that she already or is in the process of putting into action. Okay. Let's pull another one. Magic Stream. 18. Oh, to be 18 again. Everything is connected through the universal flow of consciousness. So this is where our dreaming has had an impact on the Divine Masculine. He can pick up this on the feminine's dreams. Every experience you have seems to have its own life story, with a beginning, a middle, and eventually an end. However, there is danger in seeing events as separate from one another, since in fact they are all part of a continuity and a greater evolution. Like an ever-flowing magic stream, your experiences filter through the whole world, one leading into another, informing and influencing still more. Inspiration, invention, and revelations. What's revelations? Revelations? Oh no. Revelations. Okay. Inspiration, invention, and revelations rarely come to just one person. The collective awareness is a shared storehouse of potential. Let me clear my throat. Okay, the collective awareness is a shared storehouse of potential. When you remember you're part of the fluid continuity of life, you become a channel for great inspiration. Allow the magic to flow through you and carry your dreams into reality. Your success will benefit many. I'm still picking up on the feminine's dreaming here. The creativity, visualization. Okay. Let's jump to a different deck. A collective storehouse of all those dreams, fantasies. Excuse me. Let's get a Sacred Destiny card. I've got the hiccups. Or the burps. Healing Chaos. Check out that card. Just like to take you off to Oz. Oh, I did say TikTok. TikTok. Return to Oz. That movie was very dark. I did not enjoy that movie as much as what I did the original, but hey. Enlightenment. The Wheelers were coming through. They were the kind of the nasty. The bad guys in the movie. The Wheelers. Enlightenment. Wow, have a look at this. It's just the boats flying uphill. It says vast galaxy. Our beautiful home galaxy is so large, that if you travelled at the speed of light, it would take you 100,000 years to go from one end to the other. It is small compared to some galaxies. For example, the Hercules, a galaxy, would take 1.5 million years to cross at the speed of light. The realm of galaxies is so vast and so wide that it is beyond human comprehension, which is why the galaxy often symbolises great enlightenment as well as faith in the forces much greater than us. What the sacred landscape wants you to know. Enlightenment occurs when one steps off the confines of an ordinary definition of self and expands into a greater awareness of the self within the universe. You are now reaching into the invisible realm of spirit and connecting with what you cannot see. Forces beneath the surface are supporting you on your journey. Have faith in yourself. You are so much more than you believe yourself to be. Have patience that there is a plan unfolding. The sky's the limit. This card represents enlightenment and signals that you are entering into a time of expansive transformation in a luminous and remarkable way. Trust that the changes ahead are for the greater good, for most certainly they are. The awareness, the enlightenment of, I want to say different ways to communicate with each other. Okay, let's get another one. Release. Autumn light. The cooler days and change of colour in the leaves mark the seasonal change from summer to autumn. The bracing wind wildly flings the red, orange and yellow leaves from the trees as they spiral to the dampened dark earth. Lingering sunshine filters through the canopy of vividly coloured leaves, creating an autumnal glow. In the great cycle of life, fall is the time of letting go, just as spring is the time of new birth, and summer the time of expansion and growth. Fall is the time of the harvest. It is the time to begin the inward journey into the restoring and renewing season of winter. And that's what we're in now, the restoring and renewing season of winter. The sacred landscape wants you to know, when you receive this card, it's time to let go and surrender. Let go of situations, people, and objects that do not serve you. Let go of old, outmoded, self-limiting beliefs that drag you down. This is a time of stripping away superficial distractions until you reach who you are at your core. If you're holding on to the old, it is difficult for anything new to come into your life. Begin to clear your home and live in environments of clutter. If you don't love it or use it, it is probably clutter. Clear it out of your space. It's time for a detox. To get ready for the new, you must release the old. We're working on this, clearing out the house, decluttering your environment, your life. And that was coming up last week. Okay, so it's time to get serious. Otherwise, I feel that the Divine Feminines could be in a bit of a panic mode. Okay. Let's get a romance angel. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. That includes what you want in love. Not just focusing on the prosperity, the abundance, the dreaming. It's Although clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Don't lose faith in love, and that it is yours this lifetime. This card asks you, let's start again. This card asks you, what do you want? And demands very clear and specific answers. Just like putting in your order at a restaurant, the universe has been listening to your thoughts and feelings about your love life and has brought you what you have asked for. So, if you're saying that your divine masculine won't return, that's what it's going to bring you. But if you're stating that you are worthy of such a connection and that it's on its way, okay, divine is going to deliver, then it's on its way. When you complain about what's served to you, it's only because you placed an unclear order. As soon as you are perfectly straightforward about what it is you desire, perfectly straightforward, don't complicate it. It comes to you upon the wings of angels in an instant. You drew this card because it's time for you to get clear and honest with yourself and formulate your request with faith and optimism. Trust your feelings and make decisions for yourself about what's best for you. Staring at wedding here. I'm still trying to get people into this Facebook group page because Autumn's been sharing some great pictures. She's been visualising. I did see that she put up some wedding dresses, so that girl's going in the right direction. She's visualising and dreaming, and I need to find a way to get other members on there. I don't know what I've done. I don't know why Divine's messing around and lets me add 2 people and then not anymore after, even though I'm using the same process. So I do need to commit to some time to having a real good look and finding out what that error is. I'll get back to you as soon as I have it sorted. I'm not actually going to contact you until it's sorted. So, okay. Journey of love. Let's go over journey of love. The Swan, card number 67. Gliding with grace, nothing is withheld from this beautiful soul. It can discern what is genuine, authentic, loving, and what is from the ego parading. Even through the most impressive words or gestures, this soul can sense the holding within of a core of fearful separation from the divine. With grace, it allows all to be, and moves amongst this world with inspiring light and grace. The great swan, the soul that moves the souls of others, is reaching to you now, the guru, the teacher, the light, the love that is all. You are blessed by a sacred divine relationship with the essence of love itself that adores you and wants only for you to be free. This oracle reaches to you now, indicating that you are held within the grace of a great soul, a teacher of the heart, of the spirit, and there is endless light bestowed upon you for protection. Your path ahead is assured. Soon you will be shifting from hope to a sense of inevitability in your attainment of the spiritual goals closest to your heart. Be with your practice of love through meditation, yoga, kindness, nature, dance, singing, whatever speaks to your heart. You know you are one with the divine, and it's only a matter of time before you realise it. Okay, here's the poem. I'm going to have to hold this one up. To love from afar, all we share are dreams of what will unfold. I'm going to get another one. It's like the dreams. It's all that dreaming that the Divine Feminines have been doing. Yin Yang Lover. Number 8. That 8 just brings me in with the Two of Coins, because the Two of Coins is normally like the infinity symbol with the 2 coins, and you're trying to balance the connection. Okay. I'm going to end on a Mother Mary today, but first let's read the Yin Yang Lover. The force of attraction is stronger than your conscious control. There is no need to fight this inner genius. You can learn to speak its language instead. What is it that captures you, that pulls you close, that holds so much light for you? Why fight it? Don't step away from what you really love to grab hold of a second prize. Why not claim your first prize? It is there waiting for you. It is yours alone, beloved. No one else can claim your own divine birthright for you. Be yielding and let your desire fill your body, your heart and your mind. You don't have to fight for what is already yours. It will come to you through the field of attraction that emanates from your own heart. It is not a question of worthiness or deservedness. It is not a question of trying to work out what you need or want. Your heart already knows. Listen, if you still can't hear, then just feel. You'll get the gist of it soon enough. This oracle has a message for you. No matter whether you seem to be heading closer to your goal or further away, you're making real spiritual progress. And what you want is the same thing that is wanting you. What you are seeking is seeking you. It's only a matter of time before you get it. Okay. The moment when to feel my heart again is measured not in time or sweet remorse, nor tears that wash away any unbridled pain, or morning's light which sings its soft retort. Such love has slept through storm and winters long. No call could break the stillness embrace, or hasten change before the season's song unfurls its melody and words so chaste. Empowered thus, I find myself compelled to cast aside emotions dormant still. My feelings spoke from depths, the answers welled. No need or past, the emptiness to fill. At one, our touch has opened hearts anew. Of patience born, there waits a love so true. Let's end on a Mother Mary, I think. I might actually just get Lover's Oracle at the end, but let's see what the Mother Mary would like to say. Excuse me. The deck didn't want to split. It's like the yin yang lovers. It's like, okay. Clear some space here. We need to see what the card was. Our Lady with the Moon at her feet. Card number 36. I feel this is really just bringing us in with the High Priestess energy here. Okay, let's see what the message is. I have heard your heart prayers. I have heard you calling to me silently, in suffering, wanting to let go and grow, and finding that despite all your effort, still you must endure. It is as if you are sinking when you want to rise, falling when you want to fly. I come to you now with the moon at my feet and ask you to put your trust in me. I will help you outgrow that which no longer serves, so that what you struggle to attain now, through effort, in time will come naturally to you. Have faith. What you want is possible, and I will help you get there. The power of habitual consciousness is mighty indeed. Even if we know we want to change, and even if we have taken practical steps to change, the challenge of sustaining ourselves in a new way, without falling back into old emotional or psychological patterns, can be extremely difficult. This is especially so if what you want, okay. This is especially so if what you are seeking to change has been part of your core wounding this lifetime, becoming a habit that seems impossible to break, no matter how much you may want to do so. There is a force of gravity that works upon us in this world, not only physically, but emotionally and psychologically as well. It is why, despite tremendous desire and effort, change can be difficult most times, and sometimes even seem impossible at other times. To be able to grow in life requires that we are able to intelligently respond to the challenges that are a natural part of being human. Sometimes these challenges will be self-created, and we will want to let them go. These might include coping mechanisms that aren't really helpful for us, such as addictions, or shutting people out and withdrawing into a solitude of suffering, or disassociating through compulsive behaviours that undermine our self-esteem and emotional or even financial well-being. Sometimes the challenges will be circumstances imposed upon us by time or by others, and we cannot control that situation and need to find a way not only to bear it, but perhaps even, if we are feeling bold, to transform it from something negative or frustrating into an opportunity to do things differently and feel more freedom. What is needed for transformation, for healthy growth, is strength, patience, and an ability to respond intelligently to life's challenges with a view to making them work for your own personal growth. However, sometimes all of this is just not enough. Sometimes we move this way and that, we wait, we apply ourselves, we take practical steps, and still, despite our best intentions, we may feel ourselves sliding backwards into old habits, old patterns of thinking or being, old emotional patterns. We might not even see them as patterns. We might instead just think, this is the way life is, and there is nothing we can do about it. But that is not true at all. In such instances, what is needed is the loving intervention and assistance of a being that is more powerful than the gravity that we are unable to counter through our efforts alone. There is no shame in this. In fact, there is wisdom in recognising when help is needed and in accepting it. Like a growing plant that needs a trellis upon it. Okay, hi. Oh, it's cold out there. Feels nice. Yeah, it does. Looks lovely. Okay, you come to finish up with us. In such instances, what is needed is the loving intervention and assistance of a being that is more powerful than the gravity that we are unable to counter through our efforts alone. There is no shame in this. In fact, there is wisdom in recognising when help is needed and in accepting it. Like a growing plant that needs a trellis until it has stabilised itself, so too do we humans need divine support at times along our path as we are mastering new levels of consciousness, new habits, new ways of being. If it was easy, everyone would be living exactly as they wanted to be living without any struggle. Clearly, this is not happening in the world as often as we may wish. The Divine Mother will help us move through our struggles if only we allow her to do so. Her being, her love, is more powerful than our greatest forces of habitual consciousness and behaviour. The miracles of her healing can transform even the most stubborn pessimist into an active optimist. Our Lady with the moon at her feet comes to us when we are attempting to outgrow, through inspiration, hope, love, bold spiritual daring, or big dreams, that which seems to be holding us back or impossible to change. She tells us that through her intervention, we can find the support that we need as we face the challenges of growth, and she will lend us her power to be able to reach for that star which, without her, would perhaps be somewhat beyond our reach, for now at least. She also tells us that if we are feeling boxed in or diverted from our higher purpose in life, she will help us. She asks us to pray to her and to know that what is now is not what must always be. Transformation and healing is possible, but you must trust her. You must place more faith in her than in what appears to be an insolvable or reoccurring difficulty. This oracle is a wild card in the deck, in that it empowers and strengthens any other message that you receive. If you receive this card on its own, it is enough. Let's just leave it like that then. The following healing process will help you connect with Our Lady and receive her beneficial help. The healing process and affirmation. Sense or perceive that it is darkest night all around you. Quiet, open space extends around in all directions. You become aware of a magnificent holy woman lit up like a star in the night sky. She stands with bare feet upon a crescent moon. You notice the moon under her feet. I just noticed something go past the camera. Did it pick it up? Something went. I saw it, unless it was on the other side, but I believe you might have seen it as well. Okay. You notice the moon under her feet. Perhaps you cannot help but look at it. It has a strange glow and is fascinating, mysterious. Just having a look. It's not really on this card. Oh, sorry, let's go back. I'm going to go back because I do this. Don't interrupt the healing process and affirmation. Okay, been told. I'm just going to read this all the way through, guys. Sense or perceive that it is darkest night all around you. Quiet, open space extends around in all direction. You become aware of a magnificent holy woman lit up like a star in the night sky. She stands with bare feet upon a crescent moon. You notice the moon under her feet. Perhaps you cannot help but look at it. It has a strange glow and is fascinating, mysterious. You then become aware of the feet of the Holy Mother, of the Holy Woman. As you gaze at her feet, the dark night and the moon fade away, and you are aware of her feet glowing radiantly. A white sun burns in each foot. The light and warmth of those suns shines on you. Imagine you can feel or intend to receive the light and warmth of those suns on your face, your body, all the way into your heart. When you are ready, complete your process with the following healing affirmation, said aloud if possible, with feeling from the heart. Holy Mother Mary, Our Lady with the moon at her feet, protect me with your heavenly grace. Where I would stumble, your love uplifts me. Where I would fail to see, your love opens the eye in my heart and gives me vision. Where I might fail, you ensure success. Together I and all beings succeed in healing growth. I open and surrender into your tender blessing and merciful grace that I will fulfill my divine destiny. That's beautiful. Okay. Just making sure it's the end. It is. The next card is Our Lady of Sacred Union. Let's get a Lover's Oracle. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You'll be surprised where it leads. Let's get one more. I feel like I want to pull another message. I'm going to pull an Angels of Light Oracle card. We just missed 11:11. It's 11:12. Oh. Passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Angels of Light. Where would they go? Okay, let's get this reading wrapped up. This card here. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Under the sea. Under the sea. Darling, it's better down where it's wet to take it from me. Okay, Sebastian. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Mercy. To develop the quality of mercy, forgive yourself and everyone around you. Be magnanimous, see the good in others and give them the benefit of the doubt. Open up to compassion, but most of all, access the wisdom within that recognises the divine in every creature. When you temper your attitude to others with mercy, you offer them grace. You spread much light, joy and freedom and empower others to find the good in themselves. Choosing this card may mean that the angels of mercy are offering you release from your pain or difficulties. Accept it graciously. Affirmation, I am merciful. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Have yourself a fantastic day, guys, and I will catch up with you soon. Okay, take care. Much love. Bye for now.